Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0. With me today is Dan Shaughnessy. Well, Dan, we're in day 4 of the rest of the Celtics' lives post Kendrick Perkins. And so far, they're 1-1 without him. That's obviously an inconsequential sampling. But all right, question very simply is this. They have a 2-game lead and a loss over both the Heat and the Bulls. Do you still consider them to be the team to beat in the East?
No, because they're not as good as they were a week ago when they had Kendrick Perkins. I've read your
you don't know that.
You're very well bound. No, but why was
None of us know that.
They are not better. This deal was made for whatever futuristic purposes, whatever's going on. I'm not buying any of it.
Do you honestly think that Danny Ainge would totally sacrifice this opportunity if on the altar of a contract signing of Kendrick Perkins, period? That he would do this if he didn't think that the team he left, that he has now assembled, is good enough to win? Do you think what he thinks, not what you think?
This is why it makes no sense to me. You're right. Danny, and we all know Danny to be one of the great talent evaluators of his generation. There's no question about that. Right. That's why I'm so curious to talk to Dan. What are you doing to your team here? Why do you trade your starting center?
Let me throw a couple things out there. Just throw it out there.
Please.
You can take the bat and the fungo, okay? I'm flipping you the soft toss, okay? Number 1. They won 14 games in a row without Kendrick Perkins earlier this season. Number 2, and this is the one that people don't realize at all, many games, in fact, most games, who's the closing 5-man in the fourth quarter?
Davis is on the floor at the end of the game.
Thank you. What does that tell you?
I know. Well, okay, so I guess that thing in 08, like Perks was really, despite Perk being there, they won the championship in 08. And despite Perk being there, they were ahead 3-2 on the court in Los Angeles last year. They did all that in spite of Kendrick Perkins dragging them down all this time.
You know it's not quite like that.
Well,
but isn't it tell you that maybe, perhaps, this is not Perkins bashing. I could do his resume for him. But he's not as good as people want to make him out to be.
Okay,
period.
You don't
in the big scheme of things.
When you have 3 Hall of Famers, 4 All-Stars, you don't need the 5th guy. It's okay for that guy to be Kurt Rambis or whatever it is you happen to need in that spot. He doesn't have to be a ball-hogging stud guy. Okay, we know what he couldn't do. Fact is, he complemented what they had in the other people, the down-low defending, the rebounding, the toughness, the attitude. That's what they need. That's what they're going to miss. If they don't win, it's because they didn't have him.
Well, we both know that the big issue is simply this. That Danny Ainge is now investing all his hopes in Shaquille and, by the way, and Jermaine. Both.
Right. Why
Danny,
not just...
A big part of this puzzle for Danny is Jermaine. To stay healthy and give them what they need as big men in the playoffs. You obviously are skeptical.
Yeah, remember when Joe Louis, 147 years old? That's what this is like. Yeah.
Okay, you think it's Joe Louis against Rocky Marciano, and we're going to see. Anyway, I'm going to give you a little bit. It's a little bit of in Danny I trust here, but they're still the team to beat in my book.